And welcome to this quick tutorial put on by the Innovation Lab at Notre Dame to help you rapidly design and get a file type ready for a four coaster set of your own design. Here on the screen, you'll see these are the four coasters I'll be making. And through this short tutorial, by the end of it, you'll be able to have your own design ready to go and cut on the universal laser system here. So let's start out. First, you're going to want to open CorelDraw. Now, you'll probably be set up to a welcome screen. Then you go ahead and click this plus button to start a new document. Now for this, we're going to make sure that the document width is 32 inches by 18 inches. Once that's set, go ahead and click OK. And that'll bring you to a blank page. First thing we're going to do is set a bounding box. Now there are pre-cut pieces of wood that the Innovation Lab has in the corner. They can be used for this specific purpose of just a set of four coasters. If you're just tuning in for the very first time, this is going to be an easy way to just jump start into it. You don't have to know anything previously about laser cutting. Just follow through on this tutorial. And if you have questions, there's later ones that are more advanced that you can tune into after, but this will be a good opener into getting started. So first things first, here's your cursor on the bottom. Just midway down on the left side, you'll see a rectangle tool. Go ahead and click that. Just drag and drop anywhere you want. Now, the laser recognizes only certain colors and line thicknesses. Because of that, we need to make sure that's a red. So in here, in the Properties tab, there are many tabs on the right. First, you want to hit the Properties tab. If you don't see the Properties tab, that's fine, no worries. Click the plus button. And up here at the top, you just click that check, and then you'll be able to see the properties here. So in the outline, go ahead and click this checkered pattern. If you don't see the universal laser systems, that might be on a different palette. For example, it could be something else. So go ahead and click this drop-down menu under Palette Libraries, Process, Universal Laser Systems. We're going to want this outside one in green. We don't actually want to cut this line. The red would be a cut line if we wanted that, but this will just show us where our bounding box is and where the material line is, so we get an understanding of what's going to be our cutting surface. Now I want to put this box in the upper left corner because that's where we start. That's the origin of the universal laser systems that we use. So in order to do that, you'll see these 9 dots up here. Go ahead and click the top left one, and that'll align with this top left black box here. We want to put that at the very top left corner, so 0 for the X, and the Y in this one is going to be 18. And now we have our box. The box itself is 15 inches wide by 4 inches tall. Out here, change the width to 15, and change the height to 4 inches. Good to go. Now inside this, we'll start creating our coasters. So as you see, I'm still in the box tool. To get out of the box tool, hit Escape, and I'll go back to the cursor. I can go hit this box and get rid of that. If I want to make a new box, I will simply go down here to the rectangle tool and drag and drop. Now the coaster we're going to be making is just standard 3.5 inches by 3.5 inches. So we can change the width again as we did the first rectangle by just typing in the width 3.5 inches and the height 3.5 inches. You click this lock button, that'll lock the ratio so that if you expand it, then it'll go back to it stays in the ratio. If you want to change the size, all you have to do is type in one of them and it goes back to its right size. Now it's a black line and we need that to be red. So we'll go back here over to our Properties tab. If it's disappeared, go ahead and just click it. Outline is going to be that red on the Universal Laser Systems drop-down menu, and we want a width of hairline. Now this is going to be all sorts, it can be a thick line, but the laser will not read that. So if you do anything else but a hairline, it simply will not cut out and you will just have a plank of wood with a design on it. So we want that to be a hairline. Great. A little rough around the corners, so let's round those out. There's a corners toolbar that you can click. Again, if you don't find the corners here on the right, go ahead and click the plus button. In the middle here, there should be a corners. Just click the check, and now you're good to go. For me, like a 1/4 inch radius. Sometimes some people prefer a 1/2 inch. That's fine. I do 1/4 inch. Go ahead and type in 0.25 and hit apply. Now that has taken our box and gotten rid of the corners. I'll hit escape. So now I'm no longer in that. Now you see I'm still in the box tool, so I'll use my cursor up here, click back to the pick tool, and now I can move things around without drawing any more boxes. So I'll move this sort of to where I want it. Now we need to grab an image. So for this image, I'm going to go to Google and just find any sort of black and white image. For images, a good way to sort is just type in black and white. And when we get to more advanced tools or color images, things like that, there's later tutorials you can watch that'll walk through specifically how to get in the exact line you want, separating colors, things like that. But for this initial one, just go ahead and select a black and white image. Under tools, we want to be a large size so that we get a good resolution. And then we want to make sure that we are free to use this, and we're not just stealing any other images. This one here looks great. Go ahead and right-click, open image in new tab. Right-click, copy. And then I'll go back into CorelDraw, right-click, paste. Now here's my image as a whole. Now I can size and shrink this down to where I want it. If I put it over the coaster, you'll notice it disappears. That's because this is in front of the coaster. So right-click on your image, order to back of page. Now you'll see this green box now is actually still in front of it. So we'll go ahead and click the box, order to back of page. So now the objects are ordered green box, image, red box. From here, I can put the image exactly where I want inside of my coaster. To center it, all I have to do is highlight both of them. And first I'll click the red box, click and hold Shift, then select the image, and then you can let go of all buttons. Click C, then click E, and that will center the box on the image. From here, I can resize my image. If I resize like this, it'll go to one corner. But if I hold down Shift, it will center it about the image's center point. Resize about the center point. So that looks good. While holding Shift, let go of the left click, and that looks that's just perfect how I want it. So there is still a little bit of bleed over the edge. To fix that, go ahead and click your image, right click, powered clip inside, and it's going to say, what do we want to put that image inside of? And we'll click this red box here. So I'll put the image inside of it, click escape, and now this is one object we can move around. Everything's just dandy. If we want to change where the image is, we can click edit and then drag that image somewhere else. So if I want to go back to where it was, and I want to click finish, and we're good to go. So this is the object that I'll be moving around. Now on the universal laser system, the origin point is the top left, but we don't want to cut right on the line of the bed area we have access to. So we do a 1/4 inch offset from all the areas. So on this, we'll click the top left corner, and that's referring to this top left black box. We want to set that 1/4 inch from the top and 1/4 inch from the left side. To do that, on the X, we'll type in 0.25, and on the Y, we'll type in 17.75. Boom, all good to go, just like that. I'll just click this, left click I'm holding, and now while I'm still holding the left button, I will right click, and then I can release the left button, and that will copy an image to where I want it. So again, I'll click and hold the left button, drag it over, right click, and then let go of the left button, and then I have my copy. Click and hold, right click, let go of the left click, and there we go. So now you're all set. Just that easy. You have taken an image, put it inside of a coaster that you have designed, and now it can be sent over to the laser. And then in a following video, we'll be showing how to actually run the laser. But congratulations, pat yourself on the back. You've successfully designed your first 4 set of coasters. I look forward to seeing you in the rest of the videos. And if you have any questions or any concerns at any time, just make sure to reach out to a member of the lab. We're always here and happy to help you at any stage. Thanks.